everyone, so today's video is going to be something slightly different, but first of all I wanted to apologise for my really not camera ready appearance. I'm not kind of video worthy today at all, but I wasn't planning on filming and then I realised I wasn't going to have time to do it any other time during the week, and I had a bit of a mishap with one of the products which kind of made me look really strange and kind of I had to rethink my makeup and everything, hence why my hair's not really done and looking very horrible, but hopefully you'll forgive me because otherwise I didn't think I'd manage to get any videos up this week and I didn't want to do that. So, as you'll know by the title, this video is not so favourite products, and I sometimes kind of will mention them in disappointing products video and sometimes kind of at the end of a favourites video, but sometimes they're just products that are not necessarily bad but that I just can't get on with for various reasons, and sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't like them, and I can't quite make up my mind about them. So I thought that maybe every now and then I'll do this kind of not so favourite products. And I've got a good mixture of different things here, some makeup, some hair care, a little bit of body care. So I'm gonna oh yeah, it's all makeup. I thought one of them was a couple of nail polishes, but one is on one's makeup. But I'm going to start with hair care, and the first one is this, and I bought this because I saw Mrs. Ginger's Beauty channel recommend this, and it's the Tresemme, oh it's soaking wet, just got all over my clothes, the Tresemme Multivitamin Deep Cleansing Shampoo, which looks like this. I really struggle to kind of find a really good deep cleansing shampoo. This claims to cleanse and remove build-up. I get a lot of scalp build-up. I've got a very sensitive kind of flaky scalp, and I've tried lots of various things and kind of not much seems to help it apart from washing my hair all the time, and I don't really like doing that because it's annoying. But this is just not that great. It lathers okay, but it doesn't leave your hair with that really clean feeling. I much prefer the Toni and Guy Deep Clean shampoo, the men's one. That's much nicer. This is just kind of feels like a normal shampoo. It didn't make my hair feel extra cleansed at all, so not quite sure about that one. Then for body care I have this one. This is a recent launch from the Body Shop, and I usually love everything from the Body Shop, but it's the British Rose Instant Glow Body Essence. They're into the whole essence thing in the Body Shop at the moment, aren't they? There's loads of different products that are essences of stuff, and it's basically like a kind of body lotion, but it is so not moisturising. It does give a little bit of a glow to the skin. It's kind of infused with a little bit of shimmer, so you think it's going to be really pretty, but once you rub it in, it is so lightweight that once it's kind of evaporated, it smells very nice, but it kind of just leaves a little bit of a sheen, but it's drying almost. The glitter kind of makes it a bit drying. I used it on my legs, which was where you'd kind of want that kind of sheen, and it kind of made the skin feel very dry and just not very moisturised. Another thing to mention, people have been complaining recently that I say kind of a lot. I'm fully aware that that might annoy people. I also know that I say like a lot, but unfortunately that's just how I talk, and someone in a video the other day suggested that I rethink my language or something like that, and it's like, you know, come on, this is just how I talk. We all have how we talk and it is what it is. Then I've got a couple of makeup items. I'll leave the mascaras for last because I've got loads of them. This one is a product that I've really kind of been unsure about. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I find it really disappointing, and it's the Benefit Lolly Tint. Now, you know, they have the Benetint, Cha Cha Tint, Posy Tint, lots of different variations of this, and it is very popular, and it's basically just a kind of little cheek tint and lip tint. I never use it on my lips though. It comes with a little brush, you dot a couple of things on your cheeks and blend it in. My issue with this, it looks very, very pretty. I am wearing it today, although I don't know if you can see. I think maybe I need to kind of turn, is that better? Turn the light down a little bit from the softbox. But I am wearing it today, and it kind of does give a very pretty glow. It's very kind of spring-like. It gives you that kind of juicy cheek look, which I love. But you have to be very, very careful how you apply it because it moves your foundation. You have to kind of tap it and not move it around, otherwise it moves your foundation. Some people put it on underneath and then put their foundation on over the top, but I just don't see the point in that because it covers it. It has to be over your foundation before powder, and my other issue with it is because I always need to apply concealer in the centre of my face because of where I have pigmentation, this kind of interferes with it, and it's really, really frustrating because I really like it and it lasts so much longer than cream blush and it just looks so much prettier, but it just doesn't seem to kind of be foolproof. but I do like it when you get it right. It's nice. It's just getting it right that's tricky. Then another one I've got here, which actually looks like the colour I'm wearing now, but it's the Body Shop nail polish in British Rose. And I usually really like the Body Shop nail polishes. I like the brush. I think the formula's really nice. This one was really strange. It wasn't shiny. I put my normal top coat on, like today I'm wearing Essie's spaghetti straps, and I've got the Essence gel top coat on over the top, which I always wear, which is my favourite. And over this, it kind of wasn't very shiny. It kind of almost looked matte. It's not marketed as a matte nail polish from what I could gather online, so I'm not quite sure what that's about, and I'm not going to use it again because I like shiny nails. Then I've got an eyeshadow here from Essence, and I picked this up just because I thought the colour was really pretty. And I know this with Essence eyeshadows, that they work better with your fingers, not with a brush. If you try and use them with a brush, you get no pigment at all. And it's part of their I Heart Nude collection, and it's in the shade My Favourite Tauping. And it's just this kind of lovely nudie taupe shade, and I've been really into kind of really nude sheer colours in the eyes recently, because I think it's just because it's kind of spring. Well, I say spring. It is the most bipolar weather today. It was chucking it down with rain a minute ago, now it's sunny, probably it'll snow in a minute, then after that we'll have a heat wave. Welcome to England. But it has a lovely texture. It kind of almost feels like suede. Really pretty. When you kind of swatch it there, you can see it's just a kind of sheer, almost like MAC patina type of colour, but without the dimension. But once you apply it, it blends into nothing. Can you see that? It is so sheer, but in a kind of way where you don't get any colour payoff at all. So I'm not quite sure what that is. I mean, I wanted it to kind of be just like a sheer wash, not sheer as in invisible, but I love the texture. And then for mascaras, okay, this is where it gets interesting, and this is what inspired this video. This one probably should be in a disappointing products video because I really dislike this, and it's the Clinique High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara. Again, Clinique's a brand that I generally like most of the things I try from there. I like this type of brush. Usually it's the kind of very little spiky brush. The formula of this is so ridiculously wet. I don't understand this. It is just such a wet formula. It gets in your eyes. It agitated my eyes so much, and my eyes aren't even sensitive. It made my eyes stream with water. So then kind of the rest of my makeup was ruined. That's what's kind of happened to my makeup today. I haven't even got any mascara on my bottom lashes because it just kind of streamed everywhere. It looked really horrible. It made my eyes really sting. It just really didn't work for me. And I'm not sure kind of why this is such a holy grail product for so many people, because I just found it to be incredibly hard to work with, and I have used it a bunch of times, and I kind of got it out today and I thought I'm going to use this because it might have dried out and kind of gotten not a bit drier and not as wet. Still really wet and weird, and I don't like it. But now for products that I kind of like with reservations. This is part of the new Revlon mascara line, and they have got a bunch of different ones. They all kind of do different things. They're kind of colour coded, which is really cool. The lids look really nice. I like them. But my favourite one is the Dramatic Definition one. Now the names on these I do think are very misleading, because they're all kind of titled things like Ultimate All-in-One, Volume and Length Magnified. They make the name sound like they promise very dramatic results, and none of them are dramatic mascaras by any means. The next mascara I'm going to talk about is kind of more of a dramatic mascara. None of these are dramatic in the slightest, I didn't feel. They all kind of gave just fairly natural everyday lashes, which is fine, but don't promise dramatic results, because they didn't really deliver that. My favourite one was the Dramatic Definition one, and it was my favourite because I like this type of brush usually. It's kind of, like I said, one of the little spiky brushes. It does give good length. It is defining, no volume, that's fine, it didn't claim to do that, but it smudges really weirdly. It kind of smudges here, always on me, kind of within an hour of having it on. I've got kind of black under my eyes, and my eyes are so, my under eye area is so dark anyway, I don't need my mascara kind of immigrating to there, and it just really kind of isn't, it's nice, but it's one that you kind of then have to put something else on over the top to make sure it doesn't smudge, and then you kind of lose the point of it. And it's just, I wanted it to be like an all-in-one, good for top lashes, good for bottom lashes, stays put, I would have been really happy with it, but it doesn't stay put. All the other ones, the Ultimate All-in-One I really didn't get on with because the brush is bizarre. It's just this tiny little brush, and again it was very wet and it kind of hurt my eyes, and it just took ages to get every lash, so I didn't really like that one. It was alright for bottom lashes. The Super Length one, again a little bit confused by this because it's just got one of those really thick fat brushes. That is not the type of brush to give you length. If anything, that's more of a volume type of brush, so I didn't really get on with that one. And sometimes I'll layer kind of them over the top of the purple one. Like I'll layer the volume and length magnified over the top. But again, it's not a very kind of high impact mascara. If you wear this on its own, I'm not quite sure what why that's kind of promised. I've tried it a couple of times and I just can't get it to look dramatic enough. Speaking of dramatic mascaras, this one is dramatic, but I loved this one when I was first using it, but it has dried out very quickly, and at first I thought it was a bit too wet, then it was perfect, now it's too dry because what keeps happening, sorry, it's the Bourjois Push Up Volume Glamour, is it has become kind of very gloopy and it can't stretch to the tip of your lashes, so you kind of get good volume and then you get to the tip and it can't put enough product on the tip, so the tips look bare. It's really, really weird. You kind of get mascara on your lashes but with a bare tip. It's really strange. So I'm kind of really disappointed and I'm not going to be using it anymore, but I did really like it while I was using it. I like the packaging. It was one that kind of I did find gave very nice kind of impact lashes, very noticeable lashes, which on me is kind of very hard to do because my lashes are so rubbish, but I did like it. It's just now that it's kind of drying out a little bit, it can't get to the tip of your lashes, and even with other products that have dried out I've never found that. It's a bit weird. I think maybe it's because the formula is so kind of thick or something. God, there was a really creepy looking guy that just walked past my window. He like had his hood up and he looked really creepy. Oh well. Yeah, so that's everything. Sorry that I keep touching my hair. It just looks so horrible, doesn't it? Someone in a video the other day said, well, your hair just like sits there and it doesn't look nice. I know it doesn't look nice today, but like I said, I wasn't going to film today. And honestly, I had a major makeup meltdown this morning with that mascara because my eye was stinging so badly and my makeup was running all over my face. So all this side of my face where I'd done my makeup, it had kind of come off and it just wasn't good. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like me to do more of these. I think it's kind of in between a disappointing products video, even though sometimes they're products that kind of genuinely didn't perform. These ones that sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. I kind of wasn't sure where to place them in a video, so I came up with this idea. If you don't want me to do it again and you don't like it, then that's fine. I won't do it again, but I just thought it might be interesting. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye!